meme coin craze is insane right now. Many people are FOMOing into as many meme coins as possible to hope that they hit it big on just one meme coin. But the reality is that the majority of them go to zero, and most of them get rug pulled and you end up losing all your money. So in this video, I'm gonna help you understand my specific strategy that I use in order to limit the amount of times that I lose with meme coins, and also to give you context into what portion of my own exposure to crypto I like to have in this, so that I'm not potentially killing myself and losing the money that I could have had in good crypto assets to actually make much more throughout this bull market. Specifically, many people, they hear the story of the person that just made $1 million by putting $27 into Pnut. What you gotta realize is for every Pnut that there is, which is a coin that just went from zero to over $1 billion in market cap in a very short period of time, we're talking like 2 to 3 weeks. For every one Pnut that there is, there's probably 10,000 that then go to zero, okay? So if you're investing, you gotta invest likely 10,000 times in order to hit one that's really big, because there are new applications where anyone can spin up a new meme coin now in a matter of seconds with practically no cost. There's so many meme coins coming on the market, it's insane. And for you to catch one that makes you a millionaire from $100 is very unlikely. So what I like to do is, first and foremost, I look at my overall crypto exposure and I say, how much do I actually want to potentially gamble on meme coins? And I allocate a small portion of my portfolio. For me, it's like 5 to 10% of my crypto exposure I want in memes, because memes have become a real asset class with inside of crypto that is pretty respectable. If you look at the top 100 coins and even the top 30, a lot of them are meme coins now. Dogecoin is worth more than Delta Airlines right now. That is insane. So how do we benefit from it without having the crazy amount of risk? With a small portion of that 5 to 10% of my portfolio, maybe I throw $100, $1,000, whatever it is. Small portion of my portfolio into early stage memes that have a potential to really lift. But that's not what I specialize in, and it's very difficult to time that stuff. So what I like to do is I provide liquidity for meme coins, because what happens is these meme coins go through these huge moves where they have a tremendous appreciation. We're talking about tens of thousands of percents in a very short period of time. And then what happens is they consolidate. And in that consolidation is when I start to buy them. But I wait for them to be considered kind of like blue chip memes, which is, in my opinion, which there's no science or reasoning behind this. It's just when their market cap gets substantial and that the community is really driven to try to likely hold price up because they really believe in that meme coin. So I like to look for coins that are like above a $500 million market cap. Ideally, even into the billions is even better. But at least some of the newer, like bluer chip memes like SPX and Bonk and Pnut, right? Some of those just recently took off and they're already over a 500 million market cap. And that's what I like to look for, is when they grow and then they start to come down a bit and they consolidate. So I'm gonna show you a few examples right now. For example, on Pepe, I've done quite a lot in fees. I don't know exactly how much, because I don't track to the exact dollar, because I've opened up so many pools on these, but it's definitely a substantial amount, because liquidity, oftentimes on these meme coins, you get crazy amounts of volume. So what you can do is you can provide liquidity for other people to trade. So these meme coins are primarily being bought on decentralized exchanges where there is no like Coinbase that buys a bunch of the coin and then lists the coin, right? It's tons of people, maybe thousands, tens of thousands, sometimes millions of people that are able to provide liquidity in these liquidity pools, so that when you go trade ETH for SPX, or you go trade Solana for Pnut, which is traditionally how you transact with these meme coins on a decentralized exchange like Radium or on Uniswap, then what's happening is the people that provide liquidity are taking anywhere between like 0.01% and sometimes even 2% of the volume that is being traded. So when there's a high amount of volume and a lot of people are trading, you're taking a percentage of all that transaction volume, which is really you turning from the gambler to the casino, which oftentimes the casino is going to win because the probabilities and the odds of the casino. The gambler is often the one that has a lower probability of winning, that traditionally loses long term. So you're trying to move the probability of you winning to being much more probable, as opposed to you being a gambler and just throwing out thousands of dollars on a bunch of random memes where you just keep not hitting and then you end up losing money long term. For example, on Pepe ETH here, I'm just on dextools.io, you'll see that it goes through this major run right here, and then we start to consolidate in this type of range. Now in this type of range is where I like to buy Pepe, and I already have ETH. So I'll buy Pepe and ETH and I'll hold it in that range, and I will provide liquidity in that specific range. And then when Pepe rallies, so it appreciates faster than ETH, what it does is it dollar cost averages myself out of Pepe, and now I'm left with all ETH, but I still have some Pepe from the fees that I generated. And then I'll wait for that rally to kind of slow down. And then once again, we'll wait for this consolidation. And then once it starts to consolidate kind of into this range, I'll provide liquidity in this range. And then once again, it'll consolidate over that long range where I'm providing liquidity for other people to trade, and I'll make a bunch on fees, and then it rallies, and then it sells out of my Pepe, and then it goes back into ETH. And then sometimes I'll funnel that money into other memes or into other coins, even if they don't have to be just meme coins. And then I'll continue and just rinse and repeat. So that's just one example on Pepe. For example, we also had SPX, which is a coin that is now worth $482 million. So you can see in September of this year, just 2 months ago, it was, way down. We've appreciated significantly from that period of time. I mean, from the top, it went up, 2,800% just in the last 2 months. Regardless, from the recent pullback, it's still up about 1,300%. So now that it's starting to slow down, it kind of, it rallied, it had somewhat of a distribution up here, and now it's starting to consolidate. You can see it kind of came down a little bit quicker, and now it's starting to range sideways. So now I am buying SPX and ETH, and I'm likely going to hold it into this range, where then as people are trading inside of this range with SPX and ETH, I am accumulating fees. For example, I've been doing this, I just readjusted and rebalanced one of the pools right now on Uniswap. Has already done $52,000. I've already done about $3,054 in fees, and that has just been in a period of about 36 hours. So as it's been trading in that range, I've already made, $3,054. So as it continues to trade in that range, I will make money in that specific range. Once it moves outside of that range, I will need to rebalance it and then provide SPX and ETH once again, and then I'll start to accrue fees with inside of that range as well. Another one that you could potentially look at is like Bonk. Okay, Bonk has also been a meme coin that has rallied tremendously, and you can see that it has these specific ranges, just like Pepe, where it trades in this range, and there is a lot of trading volume. So there's a lot of opportunity where you can earn tons of money in this specific range, and then it starts to rally, and then it pulls, the Bonk out of the pool, and then you'll be left with, in this case, Solana. On this specific example, I haven't provided a ton on Bonk, but if we go look at a newer one called Pnut, you can see that this one is it's already had its major rally in 2 weeks. It went over $1 billion market cap. Even on this recent pullback, it's still at a $1.2 billion market cap. And now you can see it's starting to look like we've somewhat bottomed here, and we'll see if we'll start to trade inside this range. So I am providing liquidity on this range on an application called Radium, which is just a decentralized exchange on Solana. And you can see just from the recent liquidity that I've provided, and this is only really in the last about 24 hours, maybe slightly longer. In this 24-hour period, I've already generated $4,969 on a position size of $121,000. So if it were to trade in this current range with the same amount of volume, you can see that Radium here is telling me that the annual percentage rate on this would be 851% if it were to maintain its current trading volume and maintain in this specific range that I'm providing liquidity in. But that's what I look for, is I look for these pools specifically where I want to see trading volume. Ideally, it eclipses the amount of total value locked. So you've got more than a 1-to-1 where you've got higher trading, 24-hour trading volume than the amount of total value locked that's inside of that pool. There's a lot of different applications that you can look at to understand those. You can, simply go to uniswap.org and then just hit on explore and then pools, and then you can type in any token here and you can see specifically, like right here, we're on the weekend right now, so it's Sunday, so typically volume oftentimes slows down a little bit, but even meme coins have had a pullback recently, as you can see from some of the charts that I've shown you. But you can see the TVL on this one is 7.8 million, and right now the 1 day trading volume is 6.3 million. So it's almost, the 1 day volume isn't quite a 1-to-1 there, but I do like to see 1 day volume above the TVL. When you see that, that is a really great sign that the fees are going to be pretty tremendous, and you can make a fair amount of volume if you're able to maintain the liquidity pool in that specific range, and that volume, continues to be, the same. Same thing on Radium. You can go type in any type of coin here. For example, you can see like this is the Solana and Bonk. So you would provide Sol, which is, you know, the native token on Solana, and then you would provide Bonk, which is the meme coin. The hottest pool right now that has had, you know, there's only the liquidity right here, there's only $392,000 of liquidity, and the 24-hour trading volume is 7.4 million, which is insane. But you can see that the fee that they're charging in this pool is only 0.05%, because this is a this is a meme coin that's been out for some time. You know, it's not Pnut, it's not SPX, it's not some of the newer coins that have recently launched. So typically what will happen is like, this is a really great arbitrage opportunity for a certain period of time. And then as that pool starts to age and people figure out about the alpha within inside of that pool, then more liquidity picks up, and then you start to see these fees come down, because people will create a smaller fee and they'll move it from a 2% fee down to a 1% fee, down to 0.25, and then down to like 0.05 in this case. But regardless, even at this with a 0.05% fee, the volume is so high and the liquidity in the pool, which is the TVL, total value locked in the pool, is so low that even an annual percentage rate right now is 347%. And again, that's if the volume maintains right now and if it trades in that specific range. So that's my ideal, take on meme coins. You know, a lot of people, it's fun to see people getting into crypto because the meme coins are so fun, but the problem is so many people think that they're going to hit this home run and become a millionaire from investing, $100, and they don't realize that the probability of that happening is so minuscule. You might as well go play the lottery and just throw money into the lottery from a gas station, because the majority of people in meme coins, they're going to keep dumping thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into these low cap memes, and they don't realize that there's like practically, a million at this point, and the probability of you hitting a home run is so low that you're going to get so sick and tired of losing money on memes that maybe, hopefully you share this video with someone that has already lost a bunch of money on memes that can maybe figure this out. Maybe you save them from getting wrecked and earning a little bit more, because really when you start to get into these blue chip memes where there's already hundreds of millions of market cap, if not billions of market cap, you're pairing that with a pair like a solid coin like Solana or ETH, and you're providing liquidity. Yes, you do have a potential for impermanent loss, which is where the meme coin sells off, and then you're left with more of the meme coin than Solana or ETH. But if you believe in that blue chip meme because you've done research, you understand the community, and you just believe in that appreciating over time, then it dramatically lowers the risk involved in getting in the meme coin game, because you're buying a meme coin that is already established, that likely doesn't have 99.99% downside like the rest of these memes that people launch them just for a liquidity grab to steal money from you, essentially. That's my take on memes. Hope you got value from this video. If you did, let me know in the comments section below. Also, share this with someone that's just been chronically gambling on memes, because I would love for people to not get absolutely wrecked, especially the people new into crypto. And you got to realize that meme coins are fun. It's hilarious to look at some of these names of fart coin that goes up 6,900%. But at the end of the day, it's just stupid at this point. So be careful out there. Hope you had fun in this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.